If Giannis is gonna be out of here, demand trade. Could you imagine in this one though? Don't. This will break the league if this trade happens.
It's no longer just wild talk. The king himself has officially confirmed it. Giannis Antetokounmpo is joining the Lakers. And if you've been paying attention, the signs were there all along. Back in April, Giannis opened up on the Finalese show, saying, "If I am not able to help my team win a second ring, I'm letting down myself." That wasn't just frustration, it was a signal, a sign that a major change was coming. Even veteran reporter David Aldridge echoed the sentiment, noting, "Giannis is basically telling the Bucks, I don't want to waste the rest of my prime on a team that can't contend." Now, it's happening. The trade is real. But how did we get here? What role did LeBron James play in this? And what happens next for the NBA? Let's break it all down. In what can only be described as an earth-shattering development that has sent shockwaves throughout the basketball world, LeBron James has reportedly hinted at the possibility of Giannis Antetokounmpo joining forces with him and Luka Doncic in Los Angeles, forming what would undoubtedly be one of the most formidable trios in NBA history. Rumors about Giannis' potential departure from Milwaukee had been swirling ever since the Bucks' third consecutive first-round playoff exit in 2025. The Greek Freak, a two-time MVP and 2021 NBA champion, was said to be open-minded about exploring whether his best long-term fit remained in Milwaukee or elsewhere. This represented a major shift for a player who had been notably loyal to the Bucks for over a decade. According to ESPN insider Shams Charania, Antetokounmpo began serious discussions with Bucks management about his future. While he never explicitly requested a trade, his openness to other opportunities sparked intense speculation, with the Lakers quickly emerging as a leading destination. The timing of these developments is fascinating. The Lakers, fresh off a disappointing first-round exit against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the 2025 playoffs, are aggressively looking to strengthen their roster around their newly acquired Luka Doncic and the ever-resilient LeBron James. The February 2025 trade that sent Anthony Davis to Dallas in exchange for Doncic was already considered a blockbuster move that reshaped the league's competitive balance. Now, with Giannis potentially entering the picture, the Lakers could be on the verge of forming a super team that eclipses all others in recent memory. Los Angeles's early playoff elimination exposed glaring weaknesses in their lineup, particularly in size, rim protection, and depth. Those just happen to be areas where Giannis excels. His dominant two-way play, elite athleticism, and defensive versatility would instantly solve the Lakers' frontcourt issues, which were ruthlessly exploited by Minnesota's Rudy Gobert during their playoff series. Despite approaching his 41st birthday, LeBron James remains the centerpiece of the Lakers' championship hopes. His player option for the 2025-26 season, valued at around $52.6 million, gives him significant leverage in shaping the team's future. Reports suggest that LeBron's willingness to potentially restructure his contract could be the key to making the financial puzzle work and bringing Giannis to Los Angeles. Former NBA All-Star and current analyst Carlos Boozer was direct when asked about Giannis' next move. If he wants to win, Boozer said emphatically, he should join the Lakers.
If I'm Giannis and I don't want to go back to Milwaukee, where would you want? Maybe play with Luka? Maybe go to LA.
Oh, you trying to put him on the Lakers? Come on, Boozer. How long you been at the network, Boozer?
I'm just saying.
He had the network for a couple years. He going with the Lakers if he wants to.
But what exactly is driving Giannis Antetokounmpo to consider leaving the very franchise that drafted him back in 2013? The answer lies in a perfect storm of circumstances that have severely undermined the Milwaukee Bucks' championship hopes. First and foremost, the Bucks' roster construction has become increasingly problematic. Their aging core has been dealt a major blow with Damian Lillard suffering a devastating Achilles injury, one that's expected to sideline him for most of the 2025-26 season. That setback has left Antetokounmpo with dwindling support around him. Key contributors like Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, and several others are pending free agents, further complicating Milwaukee's chances of fielding a competitive team in the near future. Even more concerning is the Bucks' lack of flexibility to rebuild. The team has virtually no draft capital to work with. They don't control their own first-round pick until 2031, a result of several win-now trades, including the blockbuster deal for Lillard. This long-term draft drought, coupled with the harsh financial penalties imposed by the NBA's new luxury tax rules, has effectively boxed the franchise into a corner. Giannis' frustration became increasingly visible during the Bucks' first-round loss to the Indiana Pacers. Despite putting up staggering numbers, averaging 33 points, 15, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists per game, his efforts weren't enough to prevent Milwaukee from being eliminated in just 5 games. His post-series remarks only added fuel to the fire. When asked about his future, Giannis offered a cryptic and telling response, "I don't know, man." That brief moment of uncertainty spoke volumes, signaling that the two-time MVP may finally be ready to move on from Milwaukee in search of a team better positioned to win now.
You've always kind of stated about wanting to win and win championships and win a second championship and how important it is to you. Do you think that you can still win that second championship here in Milwaukee after a third straight first-round exit?
Look, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I know how this is going to, whatever I say, I know how it's going to translate. I don't know, man. I wish I was still playing. I wish I was still like competing and going back to Milwaukee. I don't know.
NBA insider Howard Beck added more fuel to the fire when he revealed on the Zach Lowe show that Giannis Antetokounmpo may be leaning toward a move to a big market or glamour team, specifically naming Los Angeles, New York, and Miami as potential destinations. This report aligns with earlier comments from Giannis himself, who praised Luka Doncic's move to Los Angeles and expressed his belief that international stars should play in major markets. For the Lakers, landing Antetokounmpo would mark yet another chapter in their long history of attracting generational superstars. From Wilt Chamberlain to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, and LeBron James, Los Angeles has repeatedly proven its unique ability to bring elite talent under one roof. Adding Giannis to that legacy would further solidify the Lakers' reputation as the NBA's ultimate destination for greatness. A potential big three of LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo would create near-impossible matchup problems for opponents on both ends of the floor. Doncic's elite playmaking and scoring, LeBron's basketball IQ and leadership, and Giannis' overwhelming physicality and defensive prowess would complement each other in ways that could redefine modern basketball. Imagine Doncic orchestrating the offense with his surgical passing, feeding Giannis as he dominates in transition and attacks the rim with unstoppable force, while LeBron, even at 40, picks his moments, managing the pace and delivering in the clutch. Defensively, Giannis' versatility and rim protection would immediately solve one of the Lakers' biggest weaknesses. Naturally, this fantasy has ignited massive buzz across social media. Platforms like X, formerly Twitter, are flooded with mock trades, highlight edits, and heated debates about what this super team would mean for the league's balance of power. Some fans are already celebrating as if the deal were finalized. But beneath all the excitement lies a hard truth. There are major hurdles between this dream and reality. The Lakers' limited draft capital, tight financial situation, and competition from other well-stocked franchises make this one of the most complex trade possibilities in recent NBA memory. Yet, history shows that when superstars decide where they want to go, they often find a way to make it happen. Feasibility and mechanics now, shifting from the hype to the hard details. Can the Lakers actually pull this off? While the idea of pairing Giannis with LeBron and Luka is exhilarating, the logistics of such a blockbuster are daunting. The most obvious problem is the Lakers' limited trade assets. After the February 2025 blockbuster that brought Doncic to Los Angeles, their asset cupboard is nearly empty. They currently control only one tradable first-round pick, either 2031 or 2032, plus a handful of pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2032. Compared to asset-rich teams like Oklahoma City, Houston, or San Antonio, this package looks underwhelming. In terms of players, any potential deal would likely be built around Austin Reeves, Dalton Knecht, Rui Hachimura, and other rotational pieces. Reeves is a dependable complementary scorer, and Knecht has promise as a rookie sharpshooter, but neither is a true franchise centerpiece. ESPN's Brian Windhorst noted that the Lakers' offer wouldn't crack the top 5 of what the Bucks could receive from other teams. However, there's one potential wild card that could swing the balance: Giannis' leverage. If he were to explicitly demand a trade to the Lakers, Milwaukee's negotiating power would collapse, forcing them to accept a lower return. We've seen this before. most notably when Anthony Davis forced his way from New Orleans to Los Angeles in 2019, despite other teams offering better packages on paper. Financially, this trade is a tightrope walk. Giannis is set to earn about $57.6 million in the 2025-26 season as part of his $175 million deal. The Lakers would need to send out a nearly equivalent salary, likely involving multiple players. And they're not the only suitors in play. San Antonio Spurs could offer the number 2 pick in the 2025 draft, Keldon Johnson, and future picks to pair Giannis with Victor Wembanyama, forming possibly the most intimidating frontcourt in league history. Houston Rockets have young stars like Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, and Cam Whitmore, plus several first-round picks including Phoenix's unprotected 2027 pick. Oklahoma City Thunder possess unmatched draft assets and could offer Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, and several picks. New York Knicks and Brooklyn Nets also loom as big market threats, each capable of putting together a competitive package. To boost their offer, the Lakers might even involve a third team, possibly the Cleveland Cavaliers, given LeBron's ties, or the New Orleans Pelicans, who already control Milwaukee's 2026 and 2027 picks. In one intriguing scenario, LeBron could opt into his $52.6 million deal and become part of a multi-team trade, perhaps even returning to Cleveland, with that team sending assets to Milwaukee to facilitate Giannis' arrival in L.A. While it would shatter the dream of a 3-star lineup, it could make financial sense and balance the Lakers' long-term championship timeline, pairing Doncic and Giannis in their prime years. Still, this trade would gut the Lakers' depth, leaving them top-heavy, the same issue that doomed them in the 2025 playoffs. To compensate, they'd rely heavily on veteran minimums and the taxpayer mid-level exception, potentially signing familiar names like Brook Lopez, Bobby Portis, or Gary Trent Jr. on short-term deals. From a financial standpoint, the numbers are staggering. If LeBron opts in, the trio of LeBron, $52.6 million, Doncic, $46 million, and Giannis, $57.6 million, would total more than $156 million, exceeding the projected 2025-26 salary cap of $154.6 million with just 3 players. That would push them deep into the second luxury tax apron, which restricts trades, free agent signings, and salary aggregation. Jeannie Buss and the Lakers' ownership would need to accept record-setting tax penalties to make this dream team viable. Despite all these challenges, optimism lingers. The Lakers' front office, led by Rob Pelinka, has proven bold before. Their global brand and financial muscle give them more flexibility than most franchises. And, of course, there's the LeBron factor. His influence, relationships, and recruiting power could again reshape the NBA. Giannis is expected to meet with Bucks management in the coming month, a conversation that could set the stage for serious trade discussions before the 2025 NBA draft in late June. For Milwaukee, trading their franchise cornerstone would mark a monumental turning point. Emotionally, culturally, and competitively, GM John Horst faces an unenviable decision. Either build around an uncertain core or start fresh while Giannis' value is at its peak. Impact and implications: if Giannis ultimately joins the Lakers, the ripple effects would be felt across the entire basketball world. The combination of LeBron, Luka, and Giannis would instantly make the Lakers the heavy favorites for the 2026 championship, ahead of the Celtics, Nuggets, and Thunder. On the court, their fit would be both fascinating and complex. All three thrive with the ball in their hands, but their unique strengths could blend beautifully. Luka's orchestration, LeBron's leadership, and Giannis' dominance could redefine positionless basketball. Defensively, Giannis would anchor the team, masking Doncic's weaknesses and giving the Lakers elite rim protection. Off the court, the impact would be massive. Rival teams would be forced to respond. The Thunder could accelerate their rebuild with an aggressive trade, the Warriors might go all-in for one final push, and even teams like the Timberwolves or Celtics would need to rethink their rosters. For Milwaukee, losing Giannis would usher in a new era, likely a full rebuild that could also see Damian Lillard traded for future assets. The emotional toll on the city would be immense. Giannis isn't just their best player, he's their symbol of hope and loyalty. For Giannis, though, a move to Los Angeles could redefine his legacy. He's already delivered Milwaukee its first title in 50 years. Now, he could elevate his global presence, expand his brand, and chase more championships on the NBA's biggest stage. Still, critics, including legends like Charles Barkley and Reggie Miller, will undoubtedly denounce the move as another step toward super team fatigue. They argue that stacking stars in major markets erodes competition and diminishes the magic of small market triumphs. But as history has shown, when generational players make up their minds, the league changes, whether fans like it or not.
And they're like, it's time for Giannis to leave Milwaukee. I'm like, wait, y'all never said they not winning. Y'all didn't say that about me. Y'all didn't say it about Patrick Ewing. Like, all of a sudden, today's players, we have to help them win the championship. Like, I'm like, yo, when I was playing in Philly, I don't remember guys on TV saying they're wasting Charles Barkley's prime. I'm like, nah, man, I'm going to keep battling because that's my job.
NBA fans across online forums have had mixed reactions to the potential trade. Lakers supporters are understandably thrilled at the idea of adding another superstar. But many basketball purists are disheartened by the ongoing trend of elite talent concentrating in major markets. Bucks fans, on the other hand, remain hopeful that Antetokounmpo will stay in Milwaukee, with one fan poll showing that a majority still believe he'll remain loyal despite the swirling rumors. Several prominent analysts have also weighed in on how Giannis might fit with the Lakers. ESPN's Zach Lowe questioned whether a trio of LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo would have enough shooting and spacing to allow each player to thrive. Others, like Kevin O'Connor of The Ringer, focused on the defensive upside of such a lineup, suggesting that Giannis could compensate for Doncic's defensive shortcomings while transforming the Lakers into one of the most versatile defensive teams in the league. Longtime NBA observers have drawn comparisons between this potential super team and historic lineups such as the 2010 to 2014 Miami Heat with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, or the 2016 to 2019 Golden State Warriors with Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, and Klay Thompson. These examples serve as both inspiration and warning, showcasing the immense potential of such collaborations, but also the challenges of balancing egos and chemistry. Defensively, the possibilities are especially exciting. Giannis's ability to guard multiple positions and offer elite help-side rim protection could solve the Lakers' biggest weakness exposed during their 2025 playoff exit. A defensive system that takes advantage of his versatility while masking Doncic's limitations could elevate Los Angeles into a championship-caliber team almost instantly. Beyond basketball, Giannis's move to Los Angeles would likely supercharge his personal brand and off-court opportunities. His humble rise from selling trinkets on the streets of Athens to becoming one of the NBA's most dominant forces has already inspired millions. In Los Angeles, the global hub of entertainment and media, Giannis could amplify his global appeal, merging his athletic excellence with mainstream stardom.